Hey, hello, and a very, very warm welcome this Tuesday evening. I always love it when I hear that music because it means one thing and one thing only, the Planet Cruise TV show. My name's Sean Ryan. This hour, you're going to see the most amazing cruises from Planet Cruise. We've got some exclusive savings. We have got some massive price reductions of £1,000 or so. And we've got a really wide selection of cruises. So whether you're looking for an ocean cruise or a river cruise, we are here to help. Now I'm joined by... I was going to come up with some really silly introduction. I'm just going to get straight to it. Keith Maynard is with me.
Hey, I'm silly enough to make my own introduction. It's not a problem.
I'm not going to do it this week.
You're being nice. Only because you know that Shane's coming on from Princess later and he's bound to bully me.
Actually, that is true. Yes, Shane from Princess is going to be with us. And he's a lot more witty than me. And he's sharper, isn't he, as well? Yeah.
He has. He's been practising. I think he's gone to some kind of comedy school.
But he's here with an amazing offer from Princess Cruises. 6 cruises tonight. Any kind of top tips, Keith?
I love the river cruise, which is completely all-inclusive, all your tours included, Viking experience, over £1,000 off.
I was going to say, massive price
down the Douro. I'm in love with that cruise. I really am, Sean. I'm thinking about taking you.
There you go.
And also...
Gone wrong with the girlfriend, has it again?
No! As a lad's kind of thing, as a kind of,
that'd be good, yeah.
A man friend. And then we've got an amazing trip, of course, out to Orlando as well, and going out, sailing out around the Caribbean. It's a Scandinavian cruise, which, of course, Shane's bringing us, and some really good ones, Royal Caribbean
and
as
a great one to finish with Celebrity taking us over to Sydney and Singapore.
Arley Beach, the Great Barrier Reef. Yeah.
So there's something for everybody. Anyway, we're always a bit short of time. So for those of you that are new, maybe you've never booked a cruise, honestly, you've got to do it. It's the most incredible experience. But also, we'd love you to book through Planet Cruise. And here's some great reasons why. First of all, Keith, all the cruise experts, they have first-hand knowledge, don't they?
Absolutely. A lot of the team that work for us, like myself, have worked at sea. So for me, 12 years at sea, as cruise director, a lot of the guys have worked at sea, or they cruise regularly. The other great thing about a standing track record for customer services, currently 96% feedback rating online.
Very good.
And we work with all the cruise lines and all the ships, so we give you unbiased advice, Sean, which is really important.
And with this show, it is the biggest live cruise show on the TV. We just get some amazing deals on the Tuesday night. I'm about to go on my 21st cruise. I'm a very lucky boy.
We would refer to Sean as the Uncle Albert of the cruise industry. Like, during the cruise. He's great.
But honestly, I'm hooked. I really am. Anyway, let's crack on.
It's a great thing to do, isn't it?
It is. And we're starting off with an amazing offer from Cruise and Maritime. I mean, look at the price on the screen. This is 2 weeks, and the price is starting there at just $659. And it's a lovely one, taking us over to get some well-needed winter sun.
Yeah, it is, and it's with Cruise and Maritime, of course, and this is an adult-only cruise option as well, Sean.
Well, I tell you what, let's take you on board and talk you through.
Yeah, so Cruise and Maritime really came to the market as a very British, mature product in 2010. And since then, they've won so many fans, so many loyal cruisers who come back time and time again because the ships are smaller, they've got a very big, wide range of itineraries. They provide a classic cruise experience where the focus is not on kind of huge floating mega resorts, but the focus is on great service, great food, and intimate style on board classic cruise ships.
And this is the latest addition to their fleet, isn't it?
This is the Magellan, yeah. This is, in fact, before its life, currently for Cruise and Maritime. It was a Carnival ship, and it's actually a really beautiful ship, Sean. Really, really great experience. So it's going to be beautiful inside. Obviously, you're going to get that personal service. You're going to get great lectures on board as well. Great dining with British classics and international cuisine as well. And you're going to get great shows and guest action from the UK. Everything's in sterling, so it's very familiar.
And it is adult only, much as we love the children, this one is adult only.
It is adult only, Sean, and so you're going to be surrounded by people of a similar, kind of similar nature. And
probably a lot of people that have already, had the time with the kids and want a bit of time to themselves.
Absolutely, or teachers that want a bit of a break. Yeah. and the other thing with this as well is that Cruise and Maritime really do welcome. They've got a great thing with solo travellers as well. So if you do want to travel solo, it's a really positive experience. They're really very welcoming.
And the single price is just over £1,000 on this one, just to let you know. So the latest addition to their fleet looks a great ship, Keith.
It's a great ship, very personal service, very personal experience, and because it's still a small ship, it's going to be able to get right into the heart of destinations and give you longer in port.
And if you are a bit sick of the wind and the rain and the cold, this is going to take you over to the Canaries with some fantastic, of course, winter sun. So actually, let's take that. It's from Tilbury. I've never cruised out of Tilbury, you know.
This is the London cruise port, Sean, and it's, it's highly convenient, really, because
everyone says easy to get to. Yeah,
very easy to get to. Particularly, public transport all over the UK will send you right to the heart of there. They actually cruise from 6 different UK ports. I think they're the only line that does that. But out of Tilbury, 3 relaxing days at sea, familiarising yourself with that ship before you start in Gibraltar. What a great start! You know, Larry Lee said this was a slice of Portsmouth kind of cut off and towed 400 miles south, and it's a great chance for you to explore the rock, explore both inside and outside. There's actually more road inside than there is out. You've got those cheeky apes that live on the top. You've also got incredible duty free and those great views all the way down the Gibraltar Straits, which have been of strategic importance for so many years. Here we go. It's a lovely, lovely holiday snap there, Sean. So yeah, a relaxing day at sea after you've done that, and do go dolphin watching in the Straits if you get a chance as well. It's one of my favourite things to do. Mass Cathedral Cave, where the acoustics are simply spectacular. Relaxing day at sea before you then hit the first of the Canaries. And you rightly said, Sean, you know, this is pretty much a guaranteed sunshine cruise. The Canaries give us 355 days of sunshine in a year. Lanzarote is known for its legendary lunar landscape. You know, it was used in the filming of the Planet of the Apes and many other greats. You've got these enormous dormant volcanoes of solidified lava in the mountain, what they call the Mountains of Fire. You've got these gorgeous beaches, these whitewashed villages. You've also got some great architecture by Cesar Manrique, one of the island's natural-born sons. And, of course, you've got a chance just to soak up the sun on beaches like Playa Grande or Porto del Carmen, which is the longest beach on the island. It's full of cafes and restaurants and shops. Then we're going from here through to Gran Canaria, golden dunes, drenched in year-round sunshine, rugged mountains that hide these kind of pretty whitewashed villages. Bandama Crater here, 3,000 foot high, one of the only inhabited volcanic craters in the world. A great Christopher Columbus museum if you go into the town centre, and chance to maybe have some Spanish tapas and look out in the mountains and soak up that gorgeous fresh air. And then we're going from here through to Tenerife. Spectacular. It's got Spain's tallest mountain, Mount Teide. There's an entire national park dedicated to this gorgeous mountain. You can take the cable car up, you can hike back down, you can explore again miles of beautiful beaches, soak up that sunshine.
So I never realised how pretty it was, but I spent some real quality time there a few years ago, and really beautiful.
It kind of fell out of fashion for a while, Sean, and it's now being rediscovered because there's so much more to do than just stick to the main kind of tourist areas. When you head inland on these islands, it really is spectacular. Wonderful. And then Funchal, Madeira, which I know we're both fans of, Sean, and maybe you can come and retire with me here, but this is a great place. This is the hanging basket of the Atlantic.
I'm getting worried, Keith. All these offers are settling down with you. Our viewers are worried. The girlfriend's worried.
It's a great mixture. I always say like a dash of the Garden of Eden, a mixture of Edwardian Britain, smothered in flowers. You've got the iconic dragon tree. You've got these gorgeous long stretches of beach, dramatic tall cliffs. You've got the village of Monte, which you can go up, and then you can take the Wicker Toboggan back down in. You can go and taste the sweet Madeira wine. Okay, and then a relaxing day at sea before you finish off in Lisbon, Portugal. Wow. What a finish here to your experience. I'm not going to talk about it in too much detail. No, I'm going to come back to it because it features heavily later on. But it's a stunning finish to your cruise. And then you've got a couple of relaxing days at sea before you're back to Tilbury.
I think an amazing start to the show. I forgot to mention, by the way, you are saving £970 off the brochure price on this one. It works out something ridiculous, like £48 per person per night. Look at the ship as well, because this is the flagship for Cruise and Maritime.
It's the flagship for Cruise and Maritime, Sean. Got a great theatre on board as well. You're going to see great kind of West End style shows and UK guest acts in there every evening. A great selection of different bars. They've got a bar called Sinatra's on board, which I really like. You know, so again, if you're a fan of the old Blue Eyes, you can go and have a drink just as you want it. But yeah, it's a fantastic little ship.
And just to remind you, it is a special getaway offer. I mean, not that long till we're going away on this one, so saving up to 60%. Limited availability, so not a huge amount of availability left on this one. And as we mentioned, saving £970 off the brochure price. And if you do want to book tonight, then it's a free phone number, 0203 6969 457. Or, of course, you can look at our website, planetcruise.co.uk. And just to remind you, our phone line's open until 10:30 tonight, aren't they,
10:30 tonight, and then we'll be open again first thing in the morning, Sean.
Oh, forgot to mention, by the way, every cruise has its own ID number. So that ours is there on the screen. It's 101675. So 101675. Just jot that down. It makes it easy when you're booking your cruise, doesn't it, Keith?
It does.
Now, we're going to move on to Norwegian Cruise Line next. I really like Norwegian Cruise Lines. Cruised them twice. We've had a really great time.
Well, they're really fun, Sean, aren't they? And, you know, it's true multi-generational cruising. That's the great thing about it.
And we call it freestyle because there's no set dining times or anything like that. It's really relaxed, but you still got, you know, great waiter service and things like that. Anyway, enough of us talking about it. Let's take you on board. This is the Norwegian Epic.
Yeah, now, the great thing about this, you mentioned freestyle, and it is. And in fact, Norwegian Epic is one of their biggest and kind of most passenger-friendly ships in the sense of how much there is to do. Do you know there's 23 different dining options on board?
23?
23.
Well,
so
you'd love that.
I would absolutely love it, Sean. You're totally right. And one of my favourite things they do is the Cirque Dreams and Dinner, where they have the kind of Cirque du Soleil acrobats coming down on ribbons as you sit and you know, enjoy this amazing food. You've also got the wonderful Brazilian churrasqueria as well, where the food keeps on coming until you say no more. Great dance floors there, where they have shows like Burn the Floor in there. You've got rock climbing, abseiling, ten-pin bowling. You had the first ever ice bar at sea was introduced on this particular ship. And you can see it there, chance to go through and try some of their great cocktails in a spectacular environment at 17 degrees. And you've got loads of other innovations as well, such as an area specifically for solo travellers, which is really great. So if you do travel, you know, if you do travel solo, then you can be with other friends and make friends.
Go with my partner, my mum, and etc. So you can do that.
Really great.
Studios.
And really great for entertainment. When I was recently last year with Norwegian Cruise Line, the one thing that really bowled me over was the sheer amount of entertainment, the amount of options you have, whether it is kind of How to the Moon, where they have the dueling pianos, you know, whether it is going and seeing dedicated shows that are in each theatre. So rather than having a theatre which just has different shows every night, they have that, but they also have big theatres that only produce one show that's been a Broadway or a West End hit.
God, so a lot of choice with this. And this is a ship I've always wanted to go on. I'm a bit fascinated by the Norwegian Epic.
Well,
set new boundaries.
Yeah, translucent bathrooms was one of the things it was really famous for. You can see the water slides out there as well. And again, that great word, freestyle. The great thing about Norwegian Cruise Lines is you decide how your cruise goes. You're not set down by rigid schedules. You decide what you want to do and when you want to do it. It's your holiday.
Now, we'll tell you about the great places that you're going to be visiting during the cruise. But before we even get on the ship, you're going to have 8 days in Orlando. Wow, and you're even going to get a wonderful hand-picked hotel and car hire as well, aren't you?
It's great. I mean, what value this offers you. And again, if you are there with a family, or you're a big kid at heart, or you just want to go and enjoy the more peaceful side of Orlando, because there is that with tree-lined avenues and getting out onto the beaches, you can do it. However, of course, Orlando is known, I'd like to say, as the world of adrenaline-pumped fantasy. You know, you have got Magic Kingdom, you have got the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, where you can go and drink butterbeer. You have got places like Gatorland, if you like.
I've been to Gatorland, yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
You enjoy it?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Did you get a few snaps?
Oh, very good.
Put them like that. And then you get Orlando, Florida, so many more great, you know, there's loads of great little places to go and watch, you know, and literally just enjoy this kind of playground. Multi-generational playground for all ages.
I'm going to be there in a couple of weeks just for a few days before my cruise, and I've got to say, the shopping as well is amazing. You can get, you know...
Well, the best thing to do, isn't it, is don't take out a full suitcase and just buy out there.
That's what I'm doing.
Half a suitcase.
Yeah.
A couple of pairs of underwear, you'll be fine. On South Beach.
So you've got all of that great time in Orlando. You get your car hire, of course, as well. You've got your hotel. But we just saw that gorgeous ship, because you get a 7-night cruise with Norwegian Cruise Lines on board this fabulous ship.
Yeah.
You even get an upgrade for an all-inclusive drinks package as well.
You do, so the first couple of days at sea, you'll be soaking up the sunshine, you'll be enjoying that all-inclusive drinks package, you'll be heading to Torgil, the British Virgin Islands, little places like Apple Bay and Smuggler's Cove, which you can enjoy. You can go swimming with dolphins here. This is the first place I swam with dolphins. I did it later when I was actually scuba diving out in the open sea, but here it was a more controlled environment, but it was absolutely fantastic. You've got the Sage Mountain National Park for you to enjoy. Imagine yourself walking along that cute little beach. And of course you've got the Virgin Gorda, which is famous for. And in fact, this is an island that was the haunt of pirates like Bluebeard and Blackbeard in Sir Francis Drake, because it's full of little coves.
Oh,
really gorgeous.
It's a lovely place.
Great place. Then we're going from here through to the British. So we've gone from the British Virgin Islands to the American Virgin Islands, and this is St Thomas. And this is great because this is a place I know that you and your mum love.
We were there on my mum's 70th birthday, and it couldn't have been more perfect. I remember the water, the sea was like a bath. Well, at the beach, beautiful, Magen's Bay.
Well, Magen's Bay, which is selected by National Geographic, if I put my teeth back in, as being one of the best beaches in the entire world. You've also got places like Coral World, which is a 4.5-acre marine park that sits under the sea, and you can literally go out and see sharks swimming up to you, and it's incredible.
It's really hard not to love the Caribbean.
Oh, it's really hard. You're totally right.
And try and get stressed, though, it's impossible.
Particularly with all the rum. Then a relaxing day at sea before you then go to Norwegian Cruise Line's private island. It's called Great Stirrup Cay. They purchased it in 1977. They've spent over 25 million, making it into, again, a perfect playground where you can relax in a hammock, where you can have a barbecue on the beach, where you can go and do some of the included water sports. And it is literally your island, your Robinson Crusoe experience, but with everything you possibly could want.
Look at that sea there, Keith.
Oh, they are incredible. This is always, on these itineraries, it's always my favourite day, because it is literally like feeling like you're Richard Branson having your own island. Okay, then we've got a chance to head back to, not a chance, you'll be taken back to Orlando. No, possibly. You might want to smuggle away on one of the lifeboats, have another week, and then we'll fly you back to London.
Actually, if you did want some extra days at the end, I'm sure we could arrange that.
That's what we do. That's what Planet Cruise do so well, so definitely get in touch.
And here's the fabulous ship that you're going to be on board, of course, for the duration of that cruise. This is a brand new package for tonight's show, isn't it?
It is, Sean. Great value. And again, when you think about how much a flights alone out on a holiday to Orlando would be, just think about that, and think about all the all-inclusive drinks and the great food on board that ship.
So, as Keith just said, remember, you've got that fantastic stay in the hotel in Orlando, you've got an all-inclusive cruise, a free upgrade there for that drinks package, don't forget, all of your flights. And they are based on London, but as ever, we can generally find you flights from most UK airports. Just ask our cruise consultants. And you get a 7-night stay in Orlando with car hire included. The ID number for that one is 110037. I think that was going to be really popular, don't you?
I think it should be. And again, like you say, a brand new package, so jump on it as quickly as possible.
Now, just to remind you of those free drinks, I don't want to give anyone the wrong idea, but do you know what? Having a drinks package just means you don't have to worry. You don't think, oh, what's my bill going to be at the end of the cruise? And that includes spirits and cocktails, wine by the glass, bottled or draft beers, and fountain soda and juice. So it is all your soft drinks there as well, things like your fountain soda and your juice as well. So that is included. You do get the upgrade on tonight's show. By the way, date-wise, we have got dates right the way from November, the end of this year, into 2017 as well. So, fantastic prices across the board on that one.
And then talking about dates, Norwegian Cruise Lines have recently released all their 2017 European summer itineraries that are coming soon. And we're going to show you something of this now, but some really exciting 5 ships coming over into Europe. Giving you some amazing itineraries. Ooh. Norwegian Getaway is going to cruise the Baltic capitals from Copenhagen. There's going to be mini cruises from Southampton. And again, a chance to offer, for the first time since 2010, sailings from Southampton to the capitals of Western Europe and the Norwegian fjords. Norwegian Epic, 7 Night Western Mediterranean. Norwegian Spirit is doing Mediterranean cruises between Barcelona and Venice. And Norwegian Star doing the Greek Isles.
So really exciting news there.
Really great.
I'll definitely be cruising with them more now we've got those new itineraries.
Bit of freestyle cruising.
Oh yes, but we are joined by one of our quietest guests. You wouldn't say Booter Goose. Our lovely Shane from Princess.
I thought you said in the introduction it was meant to say legend, wasn't it?
Oh, legend!
I thought that he said legend on the auto cue. Good evening.
What auto cue?
Good evening.
Shane, nice to see you, mate.
I know there's no auto cue. Let's not kid anybody here. We didn't make this up as we go along.
We've been made to bow down and kind of kiss his feet and do various things off
but
camera.
We do love.
You have to do what you have to do.
We do love it when Shane's here because he's a great personality. But most importantly, when Shane is on the sofa with Princess Cruises, we know we've got a seriously good deal.
I always bring you a good deal. You know that. So and tonight is no exception.
Your new fan, you know that. I cruised with Princess earlier on.
You're our new convert, aren't you? I can't believe it took us that long to hook you in, but once you've been now, you know just how amazing it is, right?
Really, really good.
And we've got an amazing deal this evening, so I've brought back an amazing Baltic deal. So you know that I always go on about the Baltics being one of my favourite destinations, and I'd probably say my favourite cruise of all time. So I love the Baltics, so we brought it back again. So a really great deal for you to have a look at.
And the price on the screen, by the way, is for, I'm just checking this, it is for balcony, isn't it?
It's a balcony statement on this one, so incredible deal. And that's what you need on a Baltic sailing, really. You do need a balcony stateroom to be able to take in those views that you're going to get. And sailing up in that region in the summer months as well, the sun barely sets, so you've also can make the most of the extra bit of sunshine, an extra bit of sunlight.
Get a tan as well. I've had a couple of good tans on this.
Well, I want to see the ship because this is on board the Regal Princess.
Regal Princess.
She's really new, isn't she?
Regal Princess is the newest in the fleet. So Regal Princess is the sister ship to Royal Princess. And they do have these new innovative features that we've got there, such as the Sea Walk. It's 120 feet, 100, I'll say it in a minute, 128 feet high glass panel walkway. We've also got our exclusive sanctuary area here, as well as our new spa area. And this is the heart of the ship. This is the piazza area, which has got different eateries. You've got a fresh pizza area there, the International Cafe, Vine's wine bar that you experience in there. Up on top deck, you'll have flare shows, so you can sit there enjoying a cocktail as you're sailing away, and our friendly waiters will put on a floor show for you there as well. Or you can head back inside, back indoors, and enjoy the pianist, or enjoy some more light-hearted entertainment taking place around the piazza, as well as we do have obviously the full theatre as you would expect in a full production shows. But one of the main things that at Princess Cruises really we do pride ourselves on is every single food item is made fresh from scratch on board. So those of you who've seen the show before will know that I always talk about this, that every single food item is made fresh on board, right from the sauces to the pastries to the pasta. Everything is made fresh on board.
That's why it tasted so good.
Exactly, that's why the food is phenomenal. And one of our most famed features is our outdoor movies under the star screen, where again you will experience freshly popped popcorn, hot chocolate, and it will even serve those to your lounger while you're watching a movie as well. So incredible.
And we've seen some of the shows there. Even I danced in the nightclub on board. Even I danced. That's a really rare occasion.
Well, I would have paid to see that. That would be part of the entertainment, wasn't it?
I did have a drinks package, so that probably helped.
Yeah. It always helps. The drinks package, it does help you.
But what an amazing
Didn't help the other people, though. They had to sit there and watch it.
We still watch the CCTV back, you know,
Listen,
in the office.
Don't start picking on me. We always pick on Keith, remember? That was the deal. Anyway, let's show you where we're cruising to. So it starts off with a little flight, doesn't it?
A short flight over.
It does. A flight over to Copenhagen, and then a chance to sail out of Copenhagen to start enjoying that amazing balcony, because that's an amazing experience sailing out of Copenhagen with that balcony, as you maybe got your arm around a loved one, or you're just toasting your own holiday. And Oslo's your first port of call, and this is a cracking start because, again, having a balcony as you sail into Oslo, oh my word, spectacular. Be out on your balcony 2 hours before you arrive, really experience those little islands as you sail and approach this incredible city. And again, forest-clad slopes that are plummeting into this island-studded fjord. You're going to dock by the Akershus Castle, which gives you amazing views from the beautiful gardens you're going to see now, not only of Oslo itself, but also right down the fjord. And the whole harbour area is full of places like the Opera House. You've got some incredible museums, the Viking ship museums, you've got the Nobel Peace Prize museums. You can head out to the Vigeland Sculpture Park. You can go around on the ferries, and you can just enjoy seeing the screen in its actual original setting, see the original screen. Day at sea then. Be out on your deck as you sail away, because it's magical. Then you hit Berlin. Warnemunde's the port, medieval port that's beautiful to explore. It has a great beach where you can go and fly a kite or sit in one of these what they call stand
I was surprised
courts.
how amazing the beach was in Warnemunde. The beach is stunning.
Really?
Yeah, really nice.
Really great. And in fact, Warnemunde is, if you don't want to take that long journey into Berlin and back again, then Warnemunde is a great option for you to do that. It really is. But if you do want to go into Berlin and you haven't been, then you must. The Reichstag, the Berlin Wall. I know, Shane, one of your favourite things is to kind of try one of those bratwurst. And again, it's a great opportunity for you to go and do that and to just really tuck into some of your favourite specialities. So it's an incredible city, and you can even explore the East German side, the Trabank-Cars. Then we've got a day at sea before we hit Tallinn, and this is a medieval storybook world where you really get to explore.
You know what I'm going to say, don't you?
What?
It's my favourite.
Yeah, it is your favourite.
I always say this, it's my favourite port. Everywhere we go, I've been lucky enough to be sailing on so many amazing itineraries, but this is my favourite.
Do you know, it's the centre of most technology. It's one of the most technologically advanced places in the world, and yet it's beautiful and old. And you've got one of the oldest, you've got a 14th century weather vane that sits on top of that Gothic town hall, a beautiful cobbled street.
To me, it looks like it was built yesterday, but it's so medieval and really unusual. I absolutely love it.
Absolutely. You imagine Hansel and Gretel to kind of step out around the
absolutely.
corner, or the kind of Brothers Grimm, because it's got that feeling of being in a fairy tale. It really does. Incredible opportunity. Then, from your favourite port, Shane, to another stunner, St. Petersburg, and you've got an overnight here. And this is an absolutely incredible chance in St. Petersburg for you to enjoy a stunning chance to glance into what we know as the window of the West for Russia. and you've got incredible rivers all the way through. You've got the kind of the water as you approach up from the Baltic itself, and then you've got these massive palaces like the Peterhof, the Pushkin. You've got the Church of Blood, which you're going to see in a minute. You've got the Winter Palace that you can go and explore with over 3 million works of art. You know, you'll see Russian sailors walking there and maybe flogging a few of their old seagoing hats. And I mean, I've got a Russian sailing hat from when I was there. And you've also got a chance there to head out to maybe see the ballet or to see some folk dance.
You have to do the ballet. Because you're overnight, you do have to get off and go to the ballet. So you can really tick it off the must-do list to say you've been there and done that.
And you can really experience a lot in that time. Then you get to Helsinki. Finland, great sea town. Try the local herring, try the Suomenlinna sea fortress because it's stunning, and the huge Lutheran church that you're seeing featured there in the centre. It's great. And then finally back to Stockholm before you hit Copenhagen. Now this is the penultimate port of call. Is stunning, spread out across 14 islands. It's my favourite port of these chances and these different ports, and it's your chance to maybe go and have a Swedish massage in a beautiful Art Nouveau.
Wasn't this where you got a tattoo?
In Sweden, no, Copenhagen was.
Oh, Copenhagen! I knew you got a tattoo somewhere on this itinerary. I don't know how I know that. I do worry about myself sometimes.
Exactly. Do you know where that tattoo is, though?
I don't want to know. Move on. Stockholm's beautiful.
And yeah, so Stockholm, an incredible opportunity to go and visit the Vasa Museum.
I'm going to take the show at market again and have a look at this beautiful ship, if that's okay.
Thank you for saving us, Sean. So, Regal Princess, absolutely stunning. There you can see one of the many swimming pools that you'll experience, the adults-only sanctuary area. It's a beautiful area. If you're not travelling with children, you don't have to be travelling with other people's children, then that's where you need to head to. You've got the couples villas here down in the spa area, the hydro pool. So if you really want relaxation, our tagline, after all, is come back new. So you'll go to the Baltics and you'll certainly return from your holiday feeling better than when you left.
I've got to say, this is the ship that I want to cruise on next, actually, because I had a great time with Princess, but the Regal Princess being the latest.
Well, if you just pass me your credit card, Sean, this could be arranged in the next 10 minutes.
If I can get enough holiday, I seriously will book this.
Who do I need to speak to? I have a word with him, Sean.
Rebecca,
I see what.
boss.
Rebecca, let him go. He wants to experience it. It's good for his development.
Seriously, I'd love to do that.
Greg Smith's got in touch on Twitter as well and says this is a fantastic value deal with a great itinerary.
Oh, thanks, Greg. I told you.
You forgot to mention something really important. What about the first 10 bookings?
That was, hang on a minute, this was my big finale.
Well, it's there,
so, we've got an exclusive, a free bottle of champagne in your stateroom for the first 10 bookings on this deal.
So what a great start. You'll go to your stateroom, you'll have the balcony, and you'll have a bottle of bubbly waiting for you.
Have a bottle of bubbly on me. Yes. See, that's how good I am to you.
Return flights over from London and all your transfers. We've got the overnight in St Petersburg and a deposit only on selected departure dates. Want to share the prices with you because they're really good on all the dates, actually. This is for a balcony tonight from Shane. Honestly, one of the best offers ever from Princess Cruises. Shane, you've been as naughty as ever, but we've loved it.
Hang on, I've got a bit of a secret to tell you as well.
Oh, go on, what?
So, if anybody is looking for a sailing from the UK, so sailing from Southampton in the summer, look out for the show on Friday, because we've got an exclusive sale called the Love Boat Sale, which will be starting on Friday.
And I'm here on Friday as well.
So, yes, that will be. I can't be here, unfortunately, but I'm sure, well, you'll do a reasonable job, I'm sure, as you always do. We'll make do with you, so we'll get by. So keep an eye on him, and we'll make sure we get
They're really scraping the bottom of the barrel.
11 o'clock this Friday. We're gonna have to move on. We're getting triple share. Thank you so much.
We're overrunning.
Yes, we are overrunning. Always happens, but what an amazing offer. Now, we're going to move on to a fantastic river cruise with a saving of £1,000 from Viking. So, let's give you an idea of the beautiful places you're going to be visiting. So, Keith, this is exceptional, isn't it?
This is, I think, an absolutely stunning deal and a wonderful chance to explore the mighty River Douro. You're going to head out from Lisbon, the Belém Tower you're seeing featured there, and you're going to sail down this incredible river, past huge mountainous hillsides with vineyards on them, and you might see vintners kind of tending the vines. You're going to sail into the sunset. You're going to wake up these incredible views sailing past your panoramic windows of this gorgeous ship. You're going to get a chance to go and explore, to go to, I think it's 4 different UNESCO sites that you're going to get to explore here. There's 8 different guided tours that are going to take you off that are included, including chances to go into the Matthias Palace and go and have lunches in incredible villas and have see a flamenco show as well, all included in the deal. That's the Matthias Palace. It really is magical, and it's the kind of relaxing, beautiful, immersive destination experience which is captivating people at the moment. And Viking are winning so many awards, Sean, because they really do provide a tremendously luxurious experience for you to enjoy.
And so much is included. I mean, we'll cover this a little bit later, but
yeah, lots is included.
Loads is included on this one. Anyway, Keith, I'm going to relax and just enjoy this. I've not been on a river cruise yet, but let's just have a look at the ship herself and the kind of experience we'll get.
Yeah, well, first of all, as we mentioned, this was Viking, and they've been voted once again for the fifth year in a row, best river cruise line at the British Travel Awards, which is incredible. They win loads of different awards of different travel magazines for the quality. The ships here, you can see, beautifully designed specifically for the river. And these long ships have huge panoramic floor-to-ceiling windows. You're looking at beautiful observation lounges where you can sit and you can get a drink and you can enjoy the places you're sailing through. You also have onboard media talks that are given for talking about the destinations. You get advice if you do want to explore independently, but do remember, of course, you've got 8 fully guided tours that are part of this. The Wi-Fi is included. There's a beverage bar. You get all your drinks and your alcoholic drinks with your dining as well, and the food is brought on fresh in each port you stop at, and it matches the destinations that you're travelling through. So you'll be trying the specialities of the villages and the towns and the countries that you sail through.
It must be such a relaxing experience, but I never realised that river cruises were this luxurious. I really did.
Really luxurious. Everything's been thought of, Sean. And you know, one of the things about it is that very often you'll get off in the morning in one place, you'll do a guided tour, and then you'll join the ship later on down the river. And you know, so the kind of the boring parts of the journey are done for you, while you experience the shore, and then you get to experience the really scenic parts of the cruise because they're featured. They're featured, a chance to sail past under beautiful bridges. And again, it's the kind of immersive holiday experience which I really, for me, having spent 12 years working at sea, this is the kind of thing that really excites me, because you really get to discover the people. You're going to villages that aren't overly kind of tourist traps. They're the little villages in the middle of the countryside that other people just wouldn't get to see.
It's really quite magical, isn't it? Maybe you've got a special anniversary or birthday coming up, or you just want to try a river cruise for the first time. And we're going to let Keith talk you through, because you do get to see an awful lot on this.
You do. I'm going to go straight in, Sean. Okay, so you're going to fly to Lisbon. You've got a 2-night stay in a first-class hotel. Incredible chance for you to try the trams. It's a very hilly city. Use the trams. Some of them are over 100 years old. They're wooden. They're beautiful yellow, wonderful tourist trains. And tram 28 and 15 are the 2 best ones. Try the custard tarts. Head into the Alfama, which is the oldest area. And in fact, you get a walking tour, a half-day tour of Lisbon included, and that gives you a chance to walk around the Alfama. This is the only part of Lisbon that wasn't destroyed in the earthquake of 1755. And then if you want to go shopping, go to the Baxi area, head to the Santa Justa elevator, take it up and sit at the top for the amazing views and have a little glass of sweet port.
Ooh,
okay, then you're going to have breakfast, check out of your hotel, take a scenic ride to Porto. You'll stop for lunch in a place called Coimbra, which is the birthplace of 6 Portuguese kings and home to one of Europe's oldest universities. You'll have a little chance there to enjoy your lunch and to see before you then head straight to your ship. So even getting to your ship, they're taking advantage of where you're travelling, Sean. That's what I love about it. You're getting on board and then you're welcomed. You get a welcome cocktail and dinner served. Next day, after breakfast, you get a city tour of Porto itself. Everything that Porto has to offer. The whole centre is a UNESCO protected, graceful bridges, Baroque cathedrals, 16th century buildings. It's really gorgeous, and of course a chance for you to visit a typical port wine making facility is included in this as well.
Lovely.
Then in the afternoon you can explore Porto on your own, and there's an optional tour if you want to take that to another UNESCO heritage site, Guimarães. And you rejoin the ship in Bititos later, where it's now docked. Then in the evening you disembark and you proceed to the 11th century Apolodura monastery. It's now a small inn and museum, and you enjoy a leisurely dinner, and you have fado played for you, which is the Portuguese traditional folk music. That is all included. So again, so much in that wonderful day. What a great day. And then the next morning you get to sail on the Douro. You arrive in late morning in Regal, and here you disembark for an included tour to Vila Real. This is the extraordinary home of the Mateus Palace that you're seeing here, which is depicted on the Mateus Rose wine labels. Beautiful opportunity there. Then after you've explored that, You're then going to go to explore one of the iconic port wine making institutions called Quinsta. You're going to visit the vineyard, tour the facility, and then rejoin the ship in Pinhao for dinner. The next day, you're sailing again east along the Douro. Dramatic sheer rock formations, picturesque terraced vineyards, and graceful bridges nestled along the way. You'll pass through 2 of the river's locks. And then you'll arrive at Barça de Alva near the Spanish border near lunchtime. Then you get a half-day tour to Figueroa and Castillo Rodrigo, roughly just over 2,000 foot above sea level, surrounded by almond trees. It's one of the 12 historic parishes. It's incredible. Narrow, steep streets and houses that represent 16th century facades and beautiful Portuguese Manuin-style windows. Then you're going to head back to the ship. The next day you're in Salamanca, a full-day excursion here. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's a living museum that will take you back to the Middle Ages, Sean. It's stunning. It really is one of my favourite places. You'll ride through the Iberian countryside. You'll have lunch at a local restaurant, and you'll have a flamenco concert, again, all included, as you eat your lunch here in Salamanca.
Oh, there you go.
And then, I know, I love that, bit of castanet action. And then your afternoon guided city tour takes you to the Gothic House of Shells, the 13th century Salamanca University and Manu Cathedral. Then the next day, you're again sailing along the Douro, passing through some of the vineyards. After breakfast, you have a scenic drive up to Favios, one of the last traditional bakeries in the Douro River Valley, try some of the local bread. And then you're going to head after lunch to Quinta da Avecida, to a centuries-old winery in the heart of the Douro wine district, another UNESCO World Heritage Site. Sample some of the local varieties of port, such as Moscatel. Then arrive in Madeira the next day after breakfast, disembark, visit Lamego, known for the Baroque sanctuary of the Lady of Remedies. I've got to finish because we're running out of time, but you go to Lamego Castle as well, and then the next day back to Porto. There's so much included, Sean. I haven't done it justice, but time is short.
I tell you, you gave us a real flavour there, Keith. Now, so much is included as well. You've seen all those beautiful places you're going to be visiting.
Those tours are all included, Sean.
Yeah, but just show some of the highlights that you're getting here. Quite incredible. So
absolutely. I mean, look at 4 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, 2 nights staying in a wonderful hotel in the heart of Lisbon. You know, you're getting those lunches off the ship, you're getting the flamenco concert, the Fado, the full-day excursions to Salamanca, along with all the other excursions. It really is incredible.
And a quick overview. You are actually saving £1,000 tonight off the brochure price. Wow, that is incredible. I think you'll agree. Now, you get all of your complimentary wine, beer and soft drinks with meals on board as well. Flights available from 5 UK airports for no supplement whatsoever, and that includes Birmingham, Edinburgh, London, Gatwick, Heathrow and Manchester. And, as Keith said, that 2-night stay in that first-class hotel.
Do you know what people should do,
well?
Sean, on this one? They should work out, the last time they did a 9-day holiday, 9-day cruise, they should add in 8 tours that they may be, how much they would be. They should add in a drinks package, and then they should then look at this with different eyes, because that's how much value you've got here.
And you are getting a river view, of course, as well. Yeah. Now, the prices, they are available for all of these different dates. The lead date there is the 21st of March. We've also got a fantastic price there on the 1st of December, but they're very good all the way across the board then. Some lovely upgrades as well. Single price is not too bad either. Pretty good, aren't they?
Single price is very good.
They are, actually. Anyway. Oh, by the way, the ID code for that one is 110264. But we do think that one's going to be really, really popular tonight. I think we're going to be very busy across the board. But
now for something completely different.
Yeah, Royal Caribbean, which was the very first cruise that I started on, actually, the Independence of the Seas. Back tonight. 2 weeks for 879. We've actually got, now it's...
This is great. This is great.
I'm embarrassed.
So excited about this. We've dug this out of the archives.
Yeah, it's me trying to be sporty on board Royal Caribbean, but you know, I had great fun. So here we go. This is what you could do. You don't have to, but some things you could do on board. Well, here I am on the Independence of the Seas, and can you believe that there's this absolutely huge rock climbing wall? I mean, how many holidays have you been on where you get to do activities such as this? Now, I'm going to give it a go. If I actually get to the top, I will be over 200 feet above sea level. I've never done anything like this before, so fingers crossed and wish me luck. On board, there's a state-of-the-art fitness centre with something for everybody. You may feel like getting on one of the many treadmills, overlooking the ocean and burning off a few calories. Or how about this? Maybe a fitness class, such as Pilates. And on board is even an Everlast boxing ring. So, whether you're an experienced boxer or a novice that wants to try something new, there really is so much choice. Well, as you can see, I'm just having an early morning jog. We're here in Cork and it's a beautiful, fresh morning. Between you and I, the food is so delicious on board and it's available 24/7 that I have had a few extra desserts and a few extra snacks, so I just thought I'd burn off a few of those calories. The jogging track actually goes all the way around the independence of the season. It's actually a real joy to jog here. So I've just done my first lap. That was about a quarter of a mile. I'm going to try and do 4, which will give me about a mile, so I'll see you in a bit. Keith took the mickey out of me all the way through that.
You did! Because you didn't really take the mickey out of me when I'm doing mine, when I've got my constipated walk or something else like that. It was great. Are you like a proper action man? I need to check. Do your eyes do this? Oh,
no,
you know, Action Man used to do that when you...
I'll tell you what, I mean, the Great Royal Caribbean, there's something for everybody, isn't there?
It's great.
There really is.
They're really great fun ship.
Anyway, look, it's a brilliant 2-week cruise for under £900. We start off in Southampton. I always think that makes it so easy, doesn't it?
Really does. Take as much luggage as you want. You've got some relaxing days at sea to familiarise yourself with all the facilities on board, including, you know, the ice rink as well, and chance to all the different dining options as well that you can talk about at the end. Or do some running out on deck, get some fresh air. Gibraltar's your first port of call. I've already covered it. We know Gibraltar. It's stunning. It's a great start to your cruise. A great bit of Britain abroad, a bit of sunshine, some bobbies that look like they do from here, and some great duty free.
Day at sea. So you can do all the activities I did, you don't have to. And then off to Barcelona.
Barcelona, sandwiched between the Mediterranean and the Sierra de Corozal hills. You've got one of the best beaches in the world, according to National Geographic. Barcelona, which is only about 50 minutes from where you dock. Montserrat, the Holy Mountain on your front doorstep. The architecture of Gaudi, including the amazing unfinished cathedral and several houses, and the wonderful Park Güell. And of course, you've got the football museum, the new camp. You've got the wonderful Las Ramblas, which you can just wander up, which is the thing that most people do. And if you do that, remember to go to La Boquera at the top, the 900-year-old market, and get stuck into a lovely chorizo. Okay, then we're going through to France now. From Spain to France, Nice. This is the French Riviera. What does it make you think of? The incredible yachts, wide palm fringe boulevards, glittering turquoise seas, the glamour, the glitz, the kind of catwalk by the sea which you get here. It's an incredible chance as well to head through to Monaco, Monte Carlo, go to the casino, do a bit of gambling if you want to. Great, great port of call. Then we're going from here through to Rome. So now your third country, Italy. Civitavecchia is the port, and of course Rome is accessible only an hour and a half away. So much to see and do here, walking in the footsteps of Julius Caesar, the gladiators, the senators, and Romulus and Remus, of course, created the city, and there's wonderful fountains and stunning, of course, cuisine. Go and enjoy a trattoria and have some pasta.
Just thinking, you know, it's obvious to say, but isn't it great how many places you get to see in one holiday?
Oh, it really is. And I mean, we're not even talking about the fact you get all the shopping you could do. I mean, Via Condotte in Rome, the exclusive street there, has so many great designer labels, you know. Then relaxing day at sea before you hit Valencia. This is the best part. I think this is the best city in Spain for beaches. And it's incredible. You've got Paella, of course, which was born here. So definitely go and get a plate of tray would be quite filling. Share a tray with a partner, but only have a plate of paella. And also go to the incredible Old Town, because it's the largest preserved complex of its kind in Europe, and it's got a church which apparently holds the 13th century cathedral, which was used by Christ in the Last Supper. Well, actually, no, it would be older than the 13th century. The cathedral, the chalice has got to be ancient, but the cathedral is the 13th century. Then Malaga. Costa del Sol, Moorish delight, great chance. This was at the centre of the Arab occupation of Spain, so you've got a lot of Arab architecture and great views from the top from Gibraltar Castle. Then, of course, after that, and go to the Pablo Picasso Museum here as well. Over 200 works of art from Pablo Picasso, which is great. And then Cadiz, finally. This is a great chance for you either to go out to Jerez and see the sherry production there, go and see the famous horses, or wander around Cadiz itself, which is a walled, beautiful little town, or of course head into Seville try some of those fragrant oranges,
Oh,
go and see
lovely.
some flamenco and some bullfighting and much more.
And then a couple of final days at sea, and then back to Southampton. You said the Independence Sea has just been recently refurbished, is that right?
Well, yeah, it was refurbished in 2013, $7 million upgrade. Part of their $300 million they've spent upgrading all their ships. So they've had some new restaurants added on, new cupcake cafe, new Tots nursery.
So even better than last time I was on board. And tonight we have got exclusive savings on this one. And by the way, we've actually got a low deposit, £50 tonight, to secure your place on board. I think that's a cracking one, don't you? That's really good.
It's a really good
Yeah.
deal. And again, Royal Caribbean, very popular for our viewers. We know that, which is why we wanted to...
And a very popular ship, as it happens.
really popular ship.
So exclusive savings at $879 tonight. I don't think that price will be around for long. And something that we always offer whenever we can, if you don't live close to Southampton, why don't you spend the night before in the Meon Valley Marriott? You can get that for only £89 per person, but then you'd get free parking for 2 weeks and return port transfers. I mean, you're parking...
Chauffeur transfer.
Yeah.
You get your own taxi transfer. It's great. Sharon Veal's got in touch on Twitter. Love, love, love Royal Caribbean Independence of the Seas.
Great
Been on
ship.
it so many times. Such an amazing offer.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. Anyway, we have one final cruise. Don't forget your ID number for that one, though, 96296. But our final cruise is with Celebrity, and we've got an amazing offer to finish with. Just the flights alone on this could cost an awful lot of money, but we're taking you over to Sydney, Bali, Singapore.
Wasn't Chance looking, he was saying flights to Australia about £900 at the moment for return?
Yeah.
So,
And actually, if you're getting a single flight to Sydney and a return flight from Singapore, it'd probably cost you more, wouldn't it?
even more.
Yeah.
Your hotels, your food. Oh, my word.
Anyway, it's all included here. So, starts off with a flight over to Sydney, doesn't it?
It does, and you've got 2 nights stay in a 4-star hotel. Sydney Harbour, of course, you're seeing now, the iconic Opera House. You actually dock when you sail into or out of Sydney, just off there by Circular Quay, which is an incredible place, almost ringed by the bush. As you can see, we're the #1 agent for Celebrity Cruises. We are for most of the cruise lines that are featured on the show. And New South Wales, which of course Sydney's featured in and positioned in, is an incredible place. You've got the coat hanger there that the locals call it, but you've got the beaches, you know, and you can do great. You can go and actually just relax on the beach alone, and that would be a great holiday. But you can do the walk along the tops of them from Bronte through to Coogee. You can head out to Manly, take the ferry. You can go and try some of the local cuisine and the local coffee. Maybe head out into the Blue Mountains and the Hunter Wine Valley. It's stunning. It really, really is. And then there's the rocks, the old area where the convicts first arrived. This is the area of the Blue Mountains, which is absolutely stunning. Anyway, let's move on because we've got so much to get in here. So you've had 2 days in a 4-star hotel there, and then we're transferring on board to Celebrity Solstice for 14 nights, Sean.
Wow. As many of you know, I'm a huge Celebrity fan. Cruise with them. I've got them 4 times. I've got my 5th cruise next week after next. So I know you're going to be really looked after. But where are we going to be cruising to, Keith?
Well, we're going to be cruising an incredible opportunity to head out around Australia. But before we do, let's have a little look at the ship itself.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's take us on board.
The Solstice, incredible. So the Solstice class of ships are my favourite class for Celebrity. They're full of light. You can see that by looking at all the glass just all laid up beside there. And of course the name Solstice coming from that idea of ships of light. You've got great multiple dining options. They're beautiful, stylish ships. Blue, if you decide to go aqua class, is your own private restaurant there. Super healthy, tasty food. Only a small number of covers.
I tell you what, Keith, all the restaurants are fabulous.
They're really good. This is Bistro on 5, the Creperie, and it's a great place to go.
Yeah.
Really, really, really great. You know, you've got the kind of natural grass on the top there with the hot glass show from the Conning School of Glass, which is just stunning.
And then you can go and play. That,
have you not? Oh, it's great. It's really, really good. They love blowing the glass.
I love the shows though with Celebrity, don't you?
Really great shows. Lots of acrobatics and aerial artists used. Some great guest artists, some great comedians and singers and vocalists.
And I know they've been really updating the shows.
Yeah, and there's loads of stuff happening. So they'll have like dance competitions in the main atrium and things like that.
Oh, I've won loads of those, Keith.
Oh, I bet you have, mate, with those moves.
Yeah.
I could see when you were doing that surfing earlier.
Aren't the staterooms gorgeous though as well?
Really, really beautiful. And again, you get a great selection of different types of cabins. All of them come with very, very high-end finish. And again, the ship itself is very beautiful to walk around and enjoy. And you get things like, with the restaurants, things like Tuscan Grill, which is a wonderful Italian steakhouse. You get cuisine where you can really play with your food and kind of sushi lollipops and
the absolute, you know, well, the modern luxury experience is incredible. 5-star modern luxury at its best. And again, Celebrity win numerous awards. Anyway, Keith, we're We're on board this beautiful ship. We've got everything there, all our restaurants, our bars, our entertainment.
And did you ever try the spa restaurant? Because you know they have like a spa cafe up on the top there.
Yes.
I really love it.
Yeah.
And they do the most amazing, tasty grilled chicken as well.
Really healthy.
Really super healthy.
Yeah.
So if you want to go and just have healthy food, you can do.
Anyway, some beautiful places you can see as well on this one. So where first of all then, Keith?
Okay, so relaxing day at sea, and then Brisbane, or Bris Vegas as it's known. It's 600, bless you, Sean, 600 miles north of Sydney. It's a surfer's paradise, semi-tropical climate. It's a party town. You've got the golden sunshine coast on your front doorstep. You can head inland to Mount Tambourine and hike the fertile parklands that are full of macadamia nut and avocado and kiwi fruit. You can visit Steve Irwin's zoo, full of crocodiles and kangaroos, or you can sail down the river and you can visit these guys at the Lone Pine Koala Centre. It's one of the only places on Earth where you can actually cuddle the koalas. There's a lot of places you can go and you can see the koalas, but to actually hold them, yeah, you can actually do that.
I really want to do that.
Oh, mate, it's brilliant.
Oh.
There's nothing like it. It's magical. Relaxing day at sea before you then go to Arley Beach. And this is one of the best departure points for a chance to go see the Great Barrier Reef. It's within this place called the Whitsunday Islands. You can just see that. Look at the colour of the ocean.
I mean...
They're like paradise islands, Sean. They really, really are. Protected waters. Great chance to dive, just to snorkel, to swim, to relax and soak up the sun and see places like this, the famous Heart Reef, which is a real photo opportunity. Then you're going to go through to the stunning, well, this is great. Look, Cairns. This gives you 3 of Australia's big 3. You've got the immense Daintree National Park on your front doorstep, which is an incredible opportunity to explore Aboriginal rock art and the great mountainous interior. You can do the Kurunda Scenic Railway here, which is a World Heritage rainforest canopy that you travel over. It's one of the world's most beautiful experiences. And you also get a chance, of course, to head out to the Great Barrier Reef if you didn't get enough of that when you were in Arley Beach. Relaxing days at sea, soaking up the sun as you sail around the coast of Australia. I did this all on Queen Mary 2 in 2012. It's great. And then Darwin. Now you're closer to Indonesia than any other Australian city. It was named, of course, after Charles Darwin. You've got the Litchfield National Park here, which is home to gigantic termite mounds. And these guys you just saw there, that was the Jesus bird, so named because it walks on water. Relaxing days at sea, and then finally you're over in Indonesia itself. 18,000 different islands. The most famous we know, of course, is Bali. Great chance for you to explore the steep hillsides that are full of tropical green, terraced rice paddies and coffee and banana and cacao and fragrant spices, see the incredible temples, to see the monkeys in Ubad Forest, to maybe do the horse ride along the beach, or go and relax in a great 5-star luxury
I'll tell you what, I mean, I think this
spa.
For under £1,900, Keith.
Oh, there's so much.
Beating this,
it really does, because you've got so much there. You've got a great exposure in Australia, you've got Indonesia thrown in, you've got a stop in Sydney, and of course you've got celebrities, 5-star modern luxury.
A couple of final days at sea, and say arriving at Singapore, as you've just seen there. Wow. Do you want to see the ship one final time? I'm just, again, breaking down the cost if you're to try and do this without cruising, to visit all those places, all of your transfers, and really difficult to do, wouldn't it?
Even getting an internal flight from Australia over to Bali.
Yeah.
You know, very pricey.
Well, if you'd like to put this out, again, I think we're going to be so busy. Return flights are based on London. We could, as ever, find you flights from most UK airports. You are going to also get 2 nights in a 4-star hotel in Sydney, and I only spent a night in Singapore, but I definitely want to go back. If you want to spend a bit of time at the end of this cruise in Singapore, you can actually add on 2 nights there from only £149 per person. Really worth doing that. And don't forget, if you want to upgrade, we have got Aqua and Concierge class available as well. Just ask our cruise consultants about them. We get loads of extras. I've done Concierge before, and you get loads and loads of extras as well. Now, what I'm going to do, what an amazing show. I was on a book them all, but we're going to just recap everything we've seen.
Loads of people have got in touch on Twitter as well, so if we get a chance, I'll say hello.
Well, we started off with Cruise and Maritime. This one is down by an amazing 60%, £970 off. ID number 101675, and it's your chance of getting some heat, some lovely sun in the Canaries and Madeira. 659 on that one. We then moved on to Norwegian Cruise Lines on board the Norwegian Epic, taking you over to the Eastern Caribbean, don't forget. And you also get a free upgrade for all-inclusive drinks on the cruise, return flights, of course, and a 7-night stay in Orlando with car hire included and a great hotel. ID number there, 110037, £1,329. Then Shane joined us with, I think, one of the best offers we've ever seen with Princess. It's their latest ship, the Regal Princess. The first 10 that book that will get a free bottle of bubbly in their stateroom. Return flights there, and you get the overnight board in St Petersburg as well. The ID number is 95305, under £1,100. That's for a balcony, of course, as well. 11 nights with a balcony. We then had the amazing river cruise with Viking. I'll get Keith just to add a few words on this one.
Yeah, 4 UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Great chance to have 8 included tours, all the food, all the drinks, and sail down the mighty Douro River out of magical Lisbon. It's a stunning opportunity.
Well, the ID number is 110264. You get £1,000 off the brochure price, all your wine, beer and soft drinks with your meals, and flights available from 5 UK airports. Oh, and you also get that 2-night stay in Lisbon in a first-class hotel. Royal Caribbean, 2 weeks away on one of my favourite ships of all time, the Independence of the Seas, and it's a great Mediterranean cruise from Southampton. Working out £440 per week on that one, 96296, and exclusive savings on this one. And don't forget, only a £50 deposit to secure your place. And last but by no means least, I think Celebrity gave us an outstanding deal here. Your chance of visiting so many wonderful places: Sydney, Bali, Singapore, under £1,900. Now, please do send in your pictures.
Absolutely, yeah, and use the hashtag Planet Cruise Capture. If you go and have a look either at Planet Cruise or Beefy Keefer, you'll see some photos there that have been tweeted. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to get your photos on the show.
Yeah, and thank you, Nikki, for that one there. And also, we have got our luxury cruise show on Thursday, the 3rd of March.
I'm going to be there. I'm going to be speaking. Come along. We'd love to see you. You can book. It's free.
Yeah. And Keith's even more handsome in real life. Everything is, of course, on our website as well. Keith, we are...
Big hello to Sue Scott and her son Tom. Thanks for letting your mum watch N.A. Burton and Danielle Burton.
Thank you so much. We'll see you next week.